Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Leopard Cat. We are fun, fearless, independent, and always opinionated. I am back here to review Power. This show is getting so good. I watch it at midnight. I do not wait till 8 o'clock. Me and my family have so much fun watching this show, and these I can't wait. So let's just continue reviewing it. I'm going to review episode 3 and 4. So the first episode 3 is called Are We on the Same Team? Now I'm going character by character. The first character I want to talk about is Tommy. Let's talk about Tommy first. Tommy asks Ghost if he can use Truth to clean his money since Ghost is trying to stay legit. He says no. And I'm just like, why are they talking about this in front of Kanan? He can't be trusted. So that happens. I really don't think Tommy's dad is gonna go against him. I think he's just saying that so he can get out to see his wife. I think in the end he will sacrifice himself to save Tommy and not be a rat. I really don't see that happening. Tariq finally tells his mom that he saw his sister Raina die, and that he has a breakdown moment while she's getting ready to drop him off at Chope. And it's just a really sad moment because I do not like Tariq. I still feel like he is dumb and spoiled. But I did feel for him in that scene, and I felt for Tasha. Ghost is such a whore. He sleeps with Fancy, who him and Tate are trying to use her money to start this foundation in honor of his daughter. And at first she's just not on board with it, but he takes her by himself out to dinner, and they sleep together, and I'm just like, and at the end of that, she still doesn't give him. I'm like, if you're gonna sleep around, then you should have gotten it signed on the dotted line before that. Like, you always get the stuff in writing, because once you do something like that, I know she's probably thinking you're unprofessional, and I just used you basically. So Angela bumps into this new sexy DEA that she sleeps with, and I'm just so over Angela. I'm not really here for her. I feel like they should kill her off. I am really just not here for Angela's character. And Tasha shows up at Tommy's house, but he's not there. Kanan shows up, and she threatens him, and she says, you better kill me, because if you ever try to hurt me, he goes, I'm going to make sure I kill you. And he's just like, oh, really? He said, you forgot how I saved Tariq's life? So, yeah, but you're also the reason why he even needed saving in the first place. He just kind of grabs her, and Tommy shows him. She cusses Tommy and him out, says, F you both. I've been your family. You gonna trust him over me? Whatever. Bringing him back in our lives. And I was just here for that, because I do not trust Kanan. I wish there was a reason other than 50 Cent being the producer of this show for him being in the show. Like, what's the reason? Who in their right mind is going to trust Kanan? Who? I don't get that. Kanan steals product from Cristobal, and I was hoping he would kill Cristobal, but I guess they're going to save that. Maybe Cristobal and Dre are both going to get theirs at the same time. He steals money in order to get in on Tommy's business, because Tommy told him, I'm going to need cash up front if I'm going to have you in my business. And basically he does that, and now that Ghost isn't trying to have a clean image because that deal didn't work out with Fancy, he calls Tommy and tells him, we can use the club to clean money now. So he's back on that, just like old times. And I really hope Tommy and Kanan wants to take over Tommy's organization, after they get through killing Dre and everything. He wants in on that. And I'm hoping that they know better than to ever trust Kanan, Ghost, Tommy, any of them. And at the end of the episode, Tommy's dad gets out, and Tommy goes to pick him up. Okay? And the Hermanos, brothers and sister, get arrested by the police when they find the golden gun that they had last season. They found it at one of their clubs, and they bring him in, and his sister's really not here for the way that he does business. She's just like, you were high again, you left the gun. She's really not here for him. She kind of trusts Dre over him because she feels like her brother is always messing up. So they arrest her and him, and they bring him in. but they have to end up letting them go. As soon as they get there, Angela's getting congrats, and she's just feeling like the HBIC. And that's short-lived, because the DEA that she slept with shows up and says, this is my case, and I gotta let them go. My higher superior told me to let them go. And she's just like, what? This is gonna be the biggest case of my life? He's just like, yeah, my superior told him let them go. He goes in there, he undoes the camera, he has a little chat with her, and they end up leaving. They end up being let go, and Angela gets mad and just like, you used me, you slept with me just to come in here and ruin this. I got all the evidence. This is going to be the biggest case of my career. He's like, I didn't have to sleep with you to know where you were on this case. He goes, I can't stop thinking about you. I'm really feeling you, but I got to do my job. Sorry you got hurt. And she's just pissed off about it. And I'm just like, Angela, what goes around comes around. You're a dirty cop. You don't deserve your job. You don't deserve any of that. I don't even know how you still have a job. So, Tommy, Kanan, and Ghost meet up at one of the warehouses that's been burned down. And Kanan spills the tea about Tommy's dad being out. And Tommy kind of looks like don't say anything, because I didn't tell Ghost yet. And the Ghost like, oh, your dad out and you didn't even tell me? And he gets mad because he feels like he shouldn't trust Teresi over him. He goes, he's been your family for 15 minutes. I've been your family your whole life. Tommy ends up having to leave, and Kanan tells Ghost, we really should get rid of Tommy, take over the business. He ain't thinking straight, and he kind of shakes it off. But I'm hoping he realizes that Kanan ain't doing nothing but trying to pin them against each other so he can kill them and take over the business. That's all he's doing. It'll never happen, but that's his plan. And Tommy goes to a welcome home party with his dad and his family, and everybody's pretty much happy to see Teresi at home, because he's been in jail for like 25 years. But they're not taking the Tommy too well. They're really like, we don't know him. He's Teresi's son. We don't know him. We don't like him. Tommy takes Teresi to go see his parents at the cemetery. He just tells them how they met and how his dad was in a wheelchair after having some type of accident, and how the woman he was with left him, and how he married his nurse and he died shortly after that, and promised to always take care of them. And he ended up joining the family business after that, and promised to always take care of his family, and how he wants to be buried there. And I think he knows he's going to die, and he just wants to bond with his son beforehand. So that's that. His wife, they show his wife, and she's kind of suspicious of Teresi being out. She's like, why are you out so soon? I thought it could never happen. He just goes, well, basically I got a plea deal, and I told them I would turn on Ghost and Tommy. She goes, you're a rat? He goes, no, I'm not a rat. I'm still loyal to the family. I told them I would rat out Ghost and Tommy. And she goes, honey, it doesn't matter who you rat out. You're always going to be a rat to them. It doesn't matter. And he just tells her, I just wanted to see you, come and see you without having glass between us. I want to see you before you die, before I die. And she's just like, wow. And I think that maybe they never discussed that Tommy is his son, but she knows that, and Tommy shows up after almost being killed by a fake little shootout that Kanan set up these guys to shoot at them so that he could come and rescue Tommy. He ends up killing the two guys, and now he's in Tommy's favor. He shows up, tells him what happened. Meanwhile, Kanan is at the family place. They kind of thanking him in gratitude for so-called saving him. He tells him that Tommy didn't kill Dre like he said he did. He's like, oh, I thought Tommy took care of it. He goes, oh, he didn't tell you? And it's just like, you just causing trouble. That's all you're doing, Kanan. And I hope Tommy and all of them, I hope they kill you with Dre and Cristobal and everybody else that needs to be killed. Hood and Tate. Tate, he's so tired of trying to control Ghost. He can't control him, so he goes to Dre and asks Dre to join their team and everything. And the look on Ghost's face when he finds out, when he sees them at the table, it's like, no, you didn't. Now I really want you dead. And Ghost tries to wake up Tosh, who is like taking pills to get some sleep. she goes, you and Yasmin supposed to go to this event for me, do this speech for Raina. And she tells him to go back by yourself. I'm not really feeling like it. And he gets mad, and she's just like, don't treat me like I don't want to be there. I can't today. I really just need some rest. And so he goes to this event where Tate has, and oh Lord, he can't do the speech because he keeps seeing his daughter. He's really going through it. He's really going through it. And he gets pissed off, and he comes home to see Tasha, who talked to her mom about, how she's so tired of being there for Ghost, and Ghost not really being there for her. And she tells her mom that I really need to move on. And she tells, and she ends up packing and leaving. She talks to Proctor, not Proctor, but was it Proctor? No, not Proctor, the attorney she was sleeping with, that she's thinking about moving out. He says, you could live with me. She's like, no, I don't think that'd be good. She gets a place, and Ghost comes home and sees, her bags are packed. Sees Yasmin, sees her mom. He's just like, what's going on? She goes, Ghost, don't make this seem more hard than it has to be. She goes, have you been drinking? You could tell Ghost probably been drinking too much and going through it, and she just tells him how she needs to go. He's just like, oh, you leaving me now? She goes, no, you left me. He goes, that was in the past. She goes, yeah, but you left me, and I'm tired of mourning by myself. I need to just move on, move out. And she packs her stuff, and he goes, well, yeah, fine. Well, who needs you? Who needs you? He goes, I know you're not getting pissed off at me. You always are gonna be by yourself, because that's what happens when you do stuff. You're always gonna be by yourself. You where you are, where you first came around, alone. And he feels alone and lonely, and he does what I knew he would do. He calls up Angela. He's at this little coffee shop, and she shows up. He's just like, what took you so long? She was just like, I'm here now. But I was praising it when Tasha finally left Ghost. I was praising. I was like, I am just so happy. He's not loyal to her. She's rather that for him, and he's no good. I am just so over Ghost and Angela. I said that last season. I said, I know he's probably going to end up back with Angela next season. And when he does, he deserves the electric chair, because it's just too much. I don't see what he sees in this woman. And also wanted to talk about that other detective, the Hispanic woman. I think she's on the verge of finding out that Angela is the one who deleted the evidence that they had for Ray Ray in the files. She's the one who did it, and she did it using somebody else's name. And when they finally find out, I hope she never works again. Like, she really needs to lose her job. She should have been lost her job. Anyway, that was Power. I hope you liked this video. Leave a comment below and tell me what you thought. You happy Tasha and Ghost are finally calling it quits? How do you feel about Tate going to go get Dre? How do you feel about Tommy, his family? You think his father is using him, or you think he's really just gonna sacrifice himself to save Tommy? Tell me what you think, and thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, and I share it on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at that Virgo Vixen. I live tweet about Power, Pose, Queen of the South, not to mention other shows. So be sure to look out for those, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be Pose. If you like that, stay tuned.